Hi guys, happy Dole Whip Day! Dole Whip Day runs from July 18th to July 21st, and we're on a journey around Disney World to try as many flavors as we can. We'll be making stops at Disney Springs, Epcot, and the Contemporary, and of course we have to stop at Pineapple Lanai at the Polynesian and Aloha Isle at Magic Kingdom. I'm Brittany, and this is Extra Magic Minutes. We are at Disney Springs at Swirls on the Water. This is the Dole Whip location at Disney Springs. You can find lots of different flavors of Dole Whip here, and we're gonna get the Dole Whip sampler so we can try as many things as possible. The Dole Whip sampler comes with Dole Whip pineapple swirled with vanilla soft serve and fresh pineapple, Dole Whip lime swirled with Dole Whip strawberry and fresh strawberries, and Dole Whip orange swirled with Dole Whip watermelon with fresh oranges and orange crispy pearls. We're starting with the Dole Whip pineapple swirled with vanilla. This is the classic, and of course it's great as always. I love when they swirl pineapple with the vanilla. I think I prefer it to just pineapple by itself because it adds a nice creaminess to it. It does mean that it's not vegan because the soft serve isn't, but the rest of the Dole Whips are, which is really cool. They're dairy-free, fat-free. Can you believe it? But this one is just a classic. Tastes like pineapple. It's great. I don't think it needs the fruit on top, but I like the way that it looks. It's cute. Next we have the Dole Whip lime and the Dole Whip strawberry swirl, and it has some strawberries on the top. These are like sundae strawberries. I like how they look. It adds like a nice little texture, although it's kind of hard to eat because when you scoop the Dole Whip, the strawberries fall off, but what can you do? I like what they're trying to do. And I think the lime sort of overpowered the strawberry in this case. I love lime Dole Whip, so I'm fine with that, but it was mostly lime. Very tart. This one, you know, I think lime goes really well with the swirl as well. Maybe strawberries does too. I haven't had strawberry with vanilla before. I'll have to try that at some point. But I think that this is really good if you like lime Dole Whip. Strawberry, not the strongest flavor. Our final little sampler is Dole Whip orange and Dole Whip watermelon, and it has little crispy pearls on it and a piece of orange. And this one was so good. This is my first time having watermelon Dole Whip. It's pretty hard to find. It only comes out in the summer, and I love it. It's so fresh. This tastes like summer. It reminds me of the ice cream truck. I don't know if it's like the creamsicle or there's like something I used to get at the ice cream truck that tastes like this. This one was really good. If you ever see Dole Whip watermelon on the menu, you should grab it because it's a rarity and it's delicious. You might be wondering why we're talking about the Disney Springs Dole Whips at the Boardwalk Resort. It's pretty challenging to film them and talk about them at the same time because they melt so fast. So I'm just like writing down what I think about them, and then I can tell you after so that we can get like a nice, great shot of the Dole Whip before it turns into soup. And it was still good as soup. You could just drink it. Anyway, so we took the bus from Disney Springs over to the Boardwalk because we're going to take the boat over to Epcot. They have a new Dole Whip over there. But I did want to mention that Boardwalk actually does have Dole Whip here. They have a Dole Whip smoothie and an alcoholic drink that's Dole Whip smoothie with Captain Morgan rum in it. And that's at Boardwalk Joe's, which I believe is right over here. But Boardwalk is under a ton of construction right now. They have new places opening up. So we're not going to get that one today, but we are going to do a Boardwalk loop at some point. And then we'll definitely check it out then. But we're going over to Epcot now, so let's go over to the boat. You could walk over to Epcot from the Boardwalk Beach Club and Yacht Club. However, it's like 94 degrees, so we thought we'd wait for the boat. Plus, the boat is so fun. It feels very summery. So this boat actually goes from Hollywood Studios. It stops at Yacht Club, Beach Club, Boardwalk, and then it comes over to Epcot, and it does a loop like that. There's also a boat that does like inter-resort transportation. I believe that one stops at Swan and Dolphin. We're very comfortable like taking Disney transportation, but I don't know if you've never taken it before. You can take Disney transportation whether you're staying at a resort or not. So you don't have to be staying at the Boardwalk to take the boat or to go over there and walk over to get on the Skyliner or anything like that. You can use any Disney transportation for free as just someone who's coming here. You don't even have to have a park ticket. You could just use it to go to different resorts. And I just think it's really neat. It's a great transportation system. Oh, to be like Disney transportation around the whole country, that would be amazing, right? So close and yet so far away. We're just about as far away as you could be, straight across from the Dole Whip. Do you think they'd let me swim over there? I think I could get there faster if I could just swim across. I can see it. It's warm enough, I'll swim. That butt. So Epcot Food and Wine Festival is still over a month away, but they're starting to set up booths already, which is crazy to see so early. This is Hawaii behind us. They sort of have like the decor and stuff up already. We are going to be working on a Halloween guide first and our Halloween party, and then we're going to be putting out a food and wine guide. As soon as the food comes out, we will have that guide up. And I'm really actually kind of happy that it's starting later. I know it's weird to have Epcot with no festival for so long, but I feel like there's a lot to do at Epcot anyway, and it's nice to not have to come out at like the middle of summer and eat like cheese soup. So I'm excited that it starts like at the end of August. Good for me, works for me. The Dole with pineapple and cherry swirl. This was absolutely worth the walk over. It's from Refreshment Outpost in the World Showcase, which is sort of like the little Africa outpost that they have here where the drums are. And it is a Dole Whip pineapple and cherry swirl. It came with an edible flower on it and this pretty red cone. I'm really impressed. I've never had cherry Dole Whip before. I was really excited to try it because I love cherry. And I was really worried it might taste like cough syrup, and it does not at all. It's very good. I think it would be really good swirled with vanilla. This was great. Obviously it melts really fast, but it was delicious. And I love cherries, so this might be my favorite one today so far. That's actually really, really good. And very refreshing on a hot day. So the cherry pineapple swirl is available from July 14th to July 21st. Although they have had cherry here all summer in between festivals, so it might still be here after the 21st. I'm not 100% sure. They usually have something special for the festival, so we had mango here during Flower and Garden. It was like this spicy mango with sweet and sour sauce on it. Sweet chili sauce, sweet and sour sauce, like chicken. So this one is great. I wish it was on the menu all the time because I love the cherry Dole Whip. It was so good. And it was $6.75, which is a great value. Comes in a cone. Oh, I love that. Next, we're gonna go over to the Contemporary. So we've got more transportation ahead of us. We might actually eat a little lunch first because we're like have to, put something in between all the sugar that we're having today. So we'll see. Maybe we'll stop at Connections and grab some lunch real quick. But next, we'll see you. We'll be headed over to the Contemporary. So we're gonna take the monorail to the TTC, then the TTC monorail to the resort. And that's what we're doing next. I'm at my secret water fountain, the best water fountain at Epcot. We are at Contemporary Resort at the Contempo Cafe, and we have a Dole Whip cupcake. This was $6.29, and it is a yellow cupcake filled with Dole Whip pineapple mousse, and it's garnished with a cherry, and it looks so cute. It looks like Dole Whip. I cut it in half already, so let's taste it. Of all the desserts that we've had here, this is the best by far, and it really does taste like Dole Whip. It almost tastes like Dole Whip Swirl because the cake is like vanilla and then the middle is like a pineapple mousse. It's really good. And I really want to eat that cherry, but do you want the cherry?
No.
Okay, great. I love maraschino cherries. I mean, I would prefer a Dole Whip over this cupcake, but it's still pretty good. It's very sweet. The frosting is like just sugary frosting, vanilla. But the pineapple mousse in the middle is really good, and it's not like chunks of pineapple, it's like mousse. It's one of the better desserts I've ever had. It's contemporary, and I like it. It's a really fun idea. I think they had this last year for Dole Whip Day, and then it stayed on the menu because it was popular. Yeah, I just think it's really cute. I love that it's at the Contemporary where they have like all kinds of classic Disney things like the monorail. They've got Mary Blair's 5-legged goat desserts. They've got Dole Whip cupcake. Ooh. It's the load-bearing piece. I'm surprised because the boyfriend doesn't normally like cupcakes at all, and he is eating that one, like a lot of that one. He really likes it a lot. But he does love Dole Whip, so that makes sense. Now we're headed over to the Polynesian, which is like the vacation home of Dole Whip. And we're gonna see if they have anything special for Dole Whip Day. Let's go, on the monorail. Yeah, we went for a cast preview and we got stuck. Thought if there's gonna be Dole Whip merch anywhere, it'll be at the Polynesian. And they have this like bowl. I guess you could eat a massive Dole Whip in here, and it's $29.99, which is not that expensive. Has some little tiki gods, Dole Whip swirl, a spoon. Perfect for all your Dole Whip needs. Okay, well it's not Dole Whip, but this Loungefly is new. And has a little, I don't know his name.
You're looking at him, yo.
But he's like the tiki guy in the middle of the lobby here.
Yes, it's really me. It's Maui. Breathe it in.
I should know his name. I see him all the time.
I'm just an ordinary demiguy.
And this one's $88. It has like a wooden handle. That's kind of cool. And then it's like an all-over print with him. And it's got some raffia. So cute. We found it. This is the shirt that I should have on today. Dole Whip shirt. This is free. It doesn't have a price on it. So I don't know. It's probably $32.99, that's my guess. It's actually really soft, and it's my favorite color. I want this in an adult size. It has Mickey and Minnie eating Dole Whip. I would wear this shirt. Little glitter palm trees. Anyway, this is a kid's shirt, and it is $26.99. I'm gonna sit right here in the middle, and we can all have Dole Whip together. I'm not sure if this shirt is new. I've just never seen it before, but look how cute. It has a coconut pirate, Moana print pocket. It's $39.99. Oh, it must be new because it says Polynesian on it. So this is like exclusive to the resort. As are those Dole Whip shirts. You can only get them here. So I think that's all the Dole Whip merch that there is anywhere. There is a Dole Whip collection coming out though in August for the Disney Eats collection that they're doing, like one every month. So the Dole Whip collection will come out in August, which is kind of strange. I don't know why they didn't do that one in July and then shaved ice in August. There'll be a Loungefly bag, ears, 2 Spirit jerseys, and 2 Starbucks tumblers. Probably that's what all the other ones have been. So when that's out, I'm sure we'll be buying it because we love Dole Whip. We got the classic, a Dole Whip swirl. It's swirled with vanilla soft serve, and it was $5.49, which is like a very reasonable price for the amount that they give you. Can't go wrong. It's great every time. Brain freeze. They don't have anything planned this year for Dole Whip Day. At least I just heard someone asking about it, and a cast member said they didn't have anything that they were making that was special. Last year they had an Olumel Dole Whip that looked really cute, but we weren't here for that. It was just lime, but it had like a little Olumel on it. And he's a turtle from Aulani. We have had some really good special Dole Whips over here. We had the Stitch 626 Day one. We had one for Valentine's Day that was really good. There's just a ton of Dole Whip over here. This is like the prime reason that we would want to stay here. The boyfriend said he would just be like, all right, going to get breakfast. He said he's gonna rope drop the Dole Whip. That's his plan when we stay here someday. Yeah, I just love, it's so cool that you just be able to come out here and grab a Dole Whip. It was not busy today at all, a dream. And now we're gonna head over to Magic Kingdom. There's a lot of Dole Whip there as well. That is the true home of Dole Whip. So let's go to the monorail and we'll get some more Dole Whip. It's raining. Uh-oh. Really good. I like the strawberry. I couldn't really taste it that well when it was paired with the lime earlier. This is great because it's swirled with just like vanilla, blue vanilla. It tastes kind of like the stitch cone that we had, which was so good. Yeah, I love this. It's great. Every Dole Whip is good, right? I don't know how to eat it though. It's so beautiful and it's so messy. I'm excited because it matches my nails. I gotta find one food every trip that matches my nail color. This is my favorite color ever also. So if you see me with this nail color like more than once, it's because my favorite color. The cone is a wafer cone. It doesn't taste like anything, it's just blue. You know, we only have 2 left, so we're gonna head over to Adventureland to Sunshine Tree Terrace, where they have orange Dole Whip for the orange bird. There are a few Dole Whips that we didn't get today that were sort of like, you know, we already got that flavor, so there's only so many Dole Whips you can eat in one day. It's a hard job, but someone has to do it. Just kidding, it's like the best job in the world. Easiest thing. No one had to twist my arm to come out and eat Dole Whip all day. But some of the ones that we didn't get that you could get if you're here on vacation. 2 places to get Dole Whip in Animal Kingdom. You can get it at Tamu Tamu Refreshments. They just have like pineapple swirl. They have a pineapple crisp cake that's really good. And then you can also go to Trilobites to get Dole Whip. Right now they have a Zazu cone that is lime Dole Whip, blue curacao, Sprite, and coconut, and it was great. We just had that like a few weeks ago, so we were like, we don't have to go get it again. Typhoon Lagoon actually has a lot of Dole Whip. They have a Dole Whip that comes in a bathtub like a sundae. They basically just have pineapple strawberry, and they have green tea soft serve. Very interesting. But some of them are special just for H2O glow nights, and some of them are there all the time. I've actually never been to the water park, so I don't know. I guess we're missing out on that, but there's tons of Dole Whip to have here, so that's okay. You can also get Dole Whip at 2 other resorts that we didn't go to today. I believe they're still there, but at Saratoga Springs, they have cherry Dole Whip, and at Old Key West, they have a key lime pie Dole Whip sundae that I really have to go out and get someday. It looks so, so good. But we had lime already, so I was like, I have to cut it. It's fine. I can't eat every Dole Whip. Look how pretty. Oh, it's so good. So we got an orange swirl. Oh no, rain. I'll protect you with my hat. It's an orange swirl. It's orange Dole Whip and vanilla swirled. This is sort of what they're known for over here at Sunshine Tree Terrace. It tastes like a creamsicle. It's so good. And this one is on mobile order, so you actually don't have to wait. You can mobile order it. They also have the very popular I Lava You float that we are probably going to get like maybe next month when we do an Adventureland video. So good. Ugh. It tastes like summer. So orangey. The vanilla is like a nice break from the tartness. I don't know what it costs because it's melting and it's raining and there's a lot of chaos right now. It's like rain, maybe not rain, rain, melt. Everything's sticky and Dole Whippy and wet. And delicious. So Dole Whip is not actually exclusive to Walt Disney World, even though it is most associated with Disney in general. You can have Dole Whip at many different places. Basically, Dole Foods sells it, so you could get it somewhere else and it would be just as authentic as if you got it in the parks. But it might not seem as cool to eat it, you know, somewhere else instead of in the Magic Kingdom. So in 1983, Dole Packaged Foods became a sponsor for both the Tiki Room and for Aloha Isle. And previously, Aloha Isle was called Veranda Juice Bar, and they served pineapple juice and pineapple spears. Since they hosted Tiki Room as well, you could bring your pineapple juice in and watch the show. And then when they took over as the sponsor, they decided that they really wanted to have a special treat that you could have here that would withstand the Florida heat. So they had food scientists create a powder that is basically Dole Whip. I think you add water to it and put it in the soft serve machine and it turns into Dole Whip. So since 1984, we've had Dole Whip here at the Magic Kingdom, and then in 1986 they got it at Disneyland. So not until around 2013 to 2015 did we see Dole Whip in other places other than the Magic Kingdom and at the Polynesian. And now you can find Dole Whip at so many different places. As you saw today, we tried a lot of different flavors, although the pineapple is still the most iconic. There are dedicated Dole Whip spots at Magic Kingdom, at Polynesian, and at Disney Springs, and then you can find other Dole Whips all around as we've shown today. And there's so many new flavors now, it's crazy. And then there's one other thing also, if you're ever confused, because I see this a lot, people come over to Aloha Isle or come over to Sunshine Tree Terrace and they think that the other flavor is at the other location. They switched spots in 2015, so a lot of people, if they've come like with their family when they were younger, sometimes get confused, but they had to move Aloha Isle over here because it was so popular that they needed more space. So that's the history of Dole Whip, a very shortened version. There's a lot more history about just Dole in general. So obviously we're out celebrating Dole Whip Day, which this is the 4th annual Dole Whip Day. I feel like Disney kind of changes the dates every year, but it's usually in the middle of July. This year it's July 18th to July 21st. It's not just a day, it's days now. Because there's so many flavors, we need more time to eat them all. Finally, the last one. We got our final Dole Whip of the day. It is pineapple and coconut swirl, upside down cake. This was $6.99, which is a great price for this much. And this is the final one. I love the coconut over here. That's probably my favorite, so I'm really excited they do that with the upside down cake. Stupid, they're so good. No one will ever top the OG. She's the best. They better never take this coconut away. They have the tropical serenade drink here that has the coconut in it. That's why it's here. And we hope it stays forever because it's so good. It's so good. With the pineapple, it's perfect. This is always my go-to, usually just like a swirl, but I thought upside down cake, why not? It's so good. Well, it was our plan to rank the Dole Whips and say, you know, we like this one best, this one was the least good, but guess what? They were all great, so we can't rank them. Every Dole Whip is a great Dole Whip, but the best one, I guess, if I had to pick one, is still pineapple vanilla swirl. Actually, no, pineapple coconut swirl. On that upside down cake. That one was so good. It's the best one. The boyfriend agrees. It's our favorite. We met such a nice family today. Sequoia, Brandon, and Braden. It was so nice to meet you. Congratulations on doing your 3 parks in one day. That is amazing. I know how hard it is, and you guys were in such great spirits. You did so great. And I also ran into my friend Tiara from Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel as well, so I'll put a link in the description below for her. I couldn't believe we were sitting on the monorail. We both looked up and we were like, oh my God. What are you doing here? So it was really cool to see her and finally meet in real life. We had a great time having all these Dole Whips today. This was a really fun video to film despite all the elements and the melting and everything else. Dole Whip is great. Happy Dole Whip Day. I hope you get to celebrate with some little pineapple treat or whatever treat that you like where you are, and we'll see you on the next one.
There's 2 rainbows.